Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Solasta. We are making our way through the Fortress of the Shield and sticky fingers, we might have had to fight some ghosts, but generally speaking I'd say it's going okay. This is a really cool place. Like, I have to say, if I had a fortress that was all magical and mystical and stuff, I would want it to look something like this. Especially these floors. Look at the floors. Absolutely incredible. Weird blue glowing light might get annoying. You know, certainly stop your sleep. But the floors are really cool.
Freeze. Are you kidding me?
Master, here I am, at last.
Kitayela, come to me.
Is that a sleeping dragon?
We're gonna die here. What's going on here?
Not good.
I have tried for years to open that door, and here you are, an answer to my prayers. It would almost lead me to believe in the benevolence of the gods, albeit my very existence proves otherwise.
Yeah. Okay. We need some light in here. And by light, like settling for explosions on this guy would probably be okay. What are we gonna do? Greater invisibility would be very cool, but I think challenge level 9, 145 hit points. I don't think it's gonna hurt Kitayela. Alternatively, we can't really get these guys without hitting at least one member of our own party. So that's not going to be a good plan. Let's number count. So this is going to be 8d6 or 9d6 damage. This is going to be 2 to 5 damage. So it works out on average the same. And it would be 3, 4, 5, 5d5. So it's going to be less, but not exactly resistible. I think we go for the fireball. Decent dexterity save. Still, that's 15 damage done to him. Maybe should have done that beforehand. I'll do that at the start of the next turn if I remember. What are we going to do? We're going to try and get some light in here. One, 2, 3. That will help us, I'm sure. Hey, everyone succeeds their wisdom save. It might be a good idea for us to do some turning. That's worked really well. That has worked really well. Okay. Anything else we want to do? We could get... Magic weapon would help us out. Let's do that. Okay, Tom. If we go after the broods that are around, that might be the best move. He's got 82 health. It's going to be cold resistant. Alternatively, we could start shooting Raisin. Not cold resistant. I was mistaken. Happily mistaken. Okay, Myron, I think we're going to get you doing much the same. Focus on the one that's not turned. And... oh yeah, we can cast spells on ourselves now, can't we? Because we can use our weapon as a spell focus. Let's action surge it up. Not great. That's okay. What are you doing, Raisin? Definitely attack as he goes past. Oh! Swings that fist for a 1. Yeah, he's trying to take a nibble. Eventually they're going to get lucky. Okay. Let's carry on the big guns. I should have done my my power again. One down here. We've got one over here. And let's get this one next. He's turned, so he's moving away to die in a corner somewhere. Move in to kill this brood of blood. Don't bother smiting this, because it's going to go down pretty quickly. It'll die like the next time anything happens, just because of the light. Tom, do we want to switch to a ranged weapon? Be better, Tom. Is there anything you want to use from these? Not really. We could levitate, but that's not going to help us. Myron, at this point... yeah, that's fine. Let's get a flaming spear on top of both of these. And move it into this guy. Four fire damage. So much fire damage. It's taking damage from the light though. That's good. It's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Right, Raisin, what are we going to do about you? Fireball is not going to be applicable at this situation. So, Magic Missile, except we are going to do a bit. Actually use the Arcane Fury. I don't know if Magic Missile's evocation. It is! Great! It's a fair amount of force damage. It's got quite a way to come back. Do we focus on Raisin or go after the Broods? I think Raisin. Maximum smitage. Unfortunate. Everyone's saving their wisdom saves. Right. Once again, more stabbing. Ooh, it's a big one. It's a really big one. Good one, Tom. I don't care that you missed the second one. You did exceptionally well with that. Let's change back over here. Take him out. Fine. Flaming Sphere. Oh, it's not going to make it close enough. It's not too much damage. Did he get health back? I don't think so. Run away from me. How much health has he got? Hard to say what he's got. It's got 3 left. I'll hit him with 2 to be safe. Angry Dragon.
You have my thanks, whoever you are.
Oh, you're welcome, I guess. But your thanks for what, exactly?
For reuniting me with Kitaela, for dealing with this foulness when I was incapacitated. This evil was new to me. Not something Manacalon ever knew.
Never seen such a creature?
You never met such a creature before?
No. Manacalon, for all its faults, revered life. This was a negation of life, an abomination.
Manacalon? Are you one of the...
Adrastea, the prudent shield, master of abjuration, in your debt and at your service.
Ah,
You were at the Battle of
Awesome.
the Rift.
Yes. And there I must apologize for Kitaela's misconceptions.
Misconceptions?
Yes. She was created with an elven personality and carried certain prejudices.
Oh, that.
The Empire wasn't kind to other races.
The humans surprised you, it seems.
Yes. Such bravery, such defiance. They all came together to save Solasta. The Golden Cavalry charging and breaking the lines of the Sor Akath. The Iron Legions and the shield wall of the dwarves. Holding the enemy at bay, flank to flank. Our shock arcanists and the human paladins together, giving their lives to give us a chance to close the rift. And as another wave came through, one last throw of the dice. One last surprise for the Sor Akath.
What was it?
Cassanax had us walking Solasta in elven form for so long. But at this moment, we resumed our true forms to secure the rift for a few crucial moments, buying time with our lives in a furnace of magic and steel, so Cassanax could finish his ritual.
With the gems.
Take it, old friend, once again.
Old friend?
I feel your spirit in the crown, Cassanax.
Aha.
The Magister is still in the crown?
Enough talk of the past. Please accept these few tokens of my gratitude. I must rest now. I foresee one last flight when the need is greatest, and for that, I will need all my strength. Use my gate freely. I believe you know how.
Oh,
We
yes.
shall meet again before the end. But before you take your leave, if you would be so kind, this creature you forced to flee still plagues my grounds with his minions. Would you deal with them and free their prisoners, as a courtesy?
We owe you that much. Thank you, Master Adrasteia.
Hey, look at that. Raisin fell to their death. Look at our poor little flaming spear still stuck in here. I don't think there was anything really to loot in here. Okay, so the question is, we've got the Sigil Ring of Adoration and Adrastea's Plea. Let's have a look and see what these are. +1 to all saving throws, +1 to armor class, cast Dispel magic every day. That's pretty cool. Friends, as you must remember, I asked for your help to cleanse the surroundings of my tower of this undead creature you call a Defiler. My modest divination powers taught me that the creature's name is Raisin Holorant. It has established his home in the underground tunnels beneath the ruins outside. Yet, you may be able to draw him out of hiding, though only at night, if you open a tomb inside one of the old buildings. Apparently, he brought the remnants of his deceased wife and children to rest there. It would appear the creature might have a soul, after all. Although I understand he sacrificed his family for eternal life. Such a crime cannot remain unpunished. Therefore, as ruler of this land, I hereby grant you a license to put an end to the very existence of this foulness in my name. Yours truly, Adrasteia Epimilus Aspis. Alright, well, I guess that means we've got a new quest. We're still quite a way away from the next level, but I very much enjoyed that little battle with Raisin. I think it went much better than the last time when we attempted anything similar. Let's use Lay on Hands on Tom, just to get him healed up. And we need to return to Caer Kiflin, finally! We've been looking to do this for a while.
The projections, they're all gone.
This must have something to do with Adrasteia's awakening.
Now, we had a gate, I think it was on the level down, wasn't it? Oh no, we just passed it. Caer Kiflin. The Dark Castle, there's nothing to do there. Copran, there's nothing to do there. But Caer Kiflin, we've got a whole bunch of things to follow up on. Alright, it wants us to return to the council, but there's other things first. Let's go to Merton. We can also talk to the priestess.
The law provides, adventurers.
Law preserve us.
The owl watch over you, faithful one.
Yeah, we need your
do
services.
require your services.
Let's have a look and see what there is. Ring of all words, proficiency in all languages. That's okay. Yeah, most of these don't care about. We could do detect magic on each of the people, just to check if there's anything else that we would want to ID. It's probably worth it on Maewyn, just because Maewyn's carrying most of the stuff. Oh, actually, it does it on everyone. Okay, so what's the new thing that Tom's got? Oh, probably ARWIN Merton's sword, actually. Oh, the magnificent short bow. Well, we did ID that, actually. But it does... Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't. Yeah, short bow +1. I suppose we get the damage bonus now. Oh well. Let's carry on with what we were doing. Right, so bring up the map. Merton was over here. Of course, we're going to get interrupted on the way.
Clear skies, adventurers.
Take a look.
Stay in the light.
Ah, that would be us handing in the quest. Yeah. Which I'm perfectly fine with this taking the time to do. So, background. Let's fast travel across.
Hello, ARWIN.
ARWIN? We're friends now?
Yeah.
I'll keep calling you kid, I think.
Whatever. We've been to Copperan. Ring a bell?
You bet.
Apparently you're indebted to someone there. An elf ranger. She calls herself Bitterroot.
Oh, really?
Something to do with her mood, maybe?
She said you owe her a child.
She's crazy.
We just said we'd bring the message. She's still waiting.
Yeah, thanks for the message.
Want to tell us what this is about?
No, I don't.
Of course not.
You didn't take her child away from her.
You're out of line. I'd step back if I were you.
All right, all right. It's none of our business. She gave us this for you.
What? I don't believe it. She went back for it.
Feel more like talking now?
Get out.
You've got to give her points for trying. That's still not exactly given us a huge amount of information. But we do have other things that we can do. So we need to find Raisin and destroy him. We need to deal with Bitterroot's treasure map. We need to head back to the quest board, and then we need to go to the castle. So let's do the quest board, and then we'll go to the council. Check this while we're passing through as well. Hey, Timmerman Ruins being completed. Ooh, wow, there was quite a bit more there than expected. So, don't care about that. It's an ingredient, so maybe. I think most of these can actually go. Keep the corrosive arrow. Alright, we'll sell the rest. Money, money, money. So we've got a handy haversack, or Freya did, and we have 3 potential quests: the Magister's Amulet, Wounds in the Family, and the Collector. We'll start all of these actually, seeing as we're here. It's going to make us travel around quite a bit, I reckon. But that's alright, we like side quests. Okay, speaking of money, let's unload a lot of Mywin's stuff. Pretty much going to sell everything except the primed bits, I think. Yeah, we can afford to sell that. I'm tempted to buy another rosary. Just to see if anyone else can also be crafting things. Can afford to sell some of the food there as well. So Mywin isn't proficient. Freya is not proficient. Okay, it's literally just Arius that can make stuff. It's good to know. It's good to know. It's just a bit of a shame is all. We've got a whole bunch of things that we're going to need to drop off as well. How is our crafting doing? Okay, still at least 18 more hours. Dust of Disappearance. Okay, that's pretty cool. Right. Still can't drop stuff off with the Tower of Knowledge. So anything that's just Tower of Knowledge should probably come down into here. Also all the primed bits. Yeah, if I drop it, goes in there. That can go to Danatar. That can go to Danatar. Someone needs to go across. That can go to Danatar. Any of the crafting things that are left we can sell. Okay, Tom, you got anything? No, nothing that we desperately want to move across. Okay, Freya got the haversack. We can swap out Tom's for that. So do 2 backpacks to go. 3 backpacks to go. And we'll clear a hell of a lot of weight with all this, I reckon. It's going to take us a long time to get through all of these. It's a lot of ingredients that we've got now as well, which is always very welcome. Okay, I think that's probably fine. Let's sell the bits that we have there. And then we'll sell the crafting items, and then we'll go talk to the council. In terms of the crafting things, I think we should sell them from... Get rid of those arrows. And those bolts +1. We're not going to use bolts. The crafting stuff we can get rid of over here. Crafting. Scroll of acid arrow, that can go. More crafting. More crafting. I think probably actually acid arrow can stay. Let's keep it. Okay. Happy enough with that. In terms of magic devices, I'm not seeing anything spectacular. So let's leave it at that. And go find the Danatar representative. It's actually just over here. And hand in as many things as we can. Just as a reminder, with the different factions, we're mostly interested in Danatar and then the Tower of Knowledge. The others are great if we can manage them, but we're not really caring that much about them.
Deputies, do you have anything for the circle?
Sure thing.
Take a look.
Cryptid spellbook, that's specific for them. Elven Wars.
Stay in the light, deputies.
And the magic weapon request. Let's have a look and see if we can get anything from them now.
Deputies?
We do require your services.
We've got a decent amount of money. sort out all the inventory bits. Right. So shield +2. We can afford it. Ooh. Consonant chain. Let's see how it compares to half plate. Well, it's better than half plate because half plate +1 ends up being armor class 16, although it doesn't have the dexterity bonus. Longsword +2. Ooh. These are all very cool things, but I don't know if we want to spend the money on it just yet, because there might be greater things for us to get from them. But we can get a whole bunch of different spells and stuff, so it's definitely something to consider. That Morning Star +2 would be very nice. But yeah, we've got access to quite a lot of cool things. Sure. I mean, all the +2 stuff, that's feeling like it would be worth us having a good think about. What have we got left that we need to hand across to people? I'll probably get rid of a whole bunch of the other letters and stuff off camera. Have we actually handed everything in? I didn't think we would have done. Maybe we have. No, because there was some stuff that was Tower and Antiquarians only. Or did I drop it off? I must have dropped it off. It was only a moment ago, and already I have forgotten. Well, not to worry. Let's push on and go talk to the council. You know that they're waiting for us. Lord Karen, come here. Tell me your thoughts.
Honourable members of the Council, please be seated. The Legacy Council is now in session. Lord Keenmind has the floor.
Honourable members of the Council, we at the Arcaneum have gathered crucial information about this crown. This is indeed the crown of the Magister, belonging to Casenax, eternal soul of the 8 traditions, 9th and last Magister of the Manakellan Arcaneum. At the time, there were 8 Masters of Magic, one for each of the old schools. In time of need, each Master lent their gem to the Magister, the head of the Arcaneum. Placed in the crown, they granted additional powers that enabled the Magister to cast spells or perform rituals of incredible power, such as the closing of the rift from Termar. Indeed, now, there is some debate about whether the crown, with all its gems, could possibly open another rift, or even reopen the previous one.
Nonsense! The rift has been closed for a millennium.
Solasta paid a high enough price for that.
Have you been to the Badlands recently?
Order! Marshal Sunblaze has the floor.
For our part, now that the existence of Sora Akath on Solasta has been confirmed, we have gathered proof that they are operating everywhere in the Eastern Kingdoms, including here, in the Principality of Masgarth.
Impossible!
The Sorax are looking for the crown and its gems. That cannot be a coincidence.
A powerful artifact, certainly. But reopening the rift? It took all the gods of Tirmar to open it.
No one knows for sure what the crown can do.
It's just a theory. As you know, it protects itself from our divination spells. That is one of its mysterious powers.
Then why would the Sorax think they know better?
Because they're Sorax. Their foul god Sortar knows. He is guiding them. We tried to leave him, and them, behind on Tirmar. It seems we failed. Their people, their culture, they must have been obsessing about this for 1,000 years. While we spent that time fighting each other, they had to stick together and hide to survive.
Fables and conjectures.
Perhaps.
But can we take the risk?
The crown must be secured.
The crown belongs to those who found it. Those are the rules. The quest for the gems should be completed. Only this way can we learn more about the crown and its powers.
These deputies, well, they're not strong enough. No offense.
Offense taken.
Tell that to the crown. And they've done well enough so far, wouldn't you say?
This is nonsense.
Maybe the deputies would like to speak. After all, they are members of the council now, aren't they?
Let's go with you should trust us more.
You may trust that we are devoted to this quest. We are well aware of its importance.
Right. Trust is a hot topic these days.
Nobody here questions your dedication. You've done a lot already, yet we should support you in your efforts.
And we will.
If that is all, may we conclude?
I'd like to say a word, if that is appropriate.
Of course, Your Highness. We're listening.
I think our brave deputies shouldn't be, you know, sleeping in a city inn. We have a very comfortable residence near the palace. They would be safer there, don't you think? That would be our part in supporting the quest.
Your Highness, I must remind you that your decisions as head of state are not subject to council approval.
Oh, right.
Might I suggest that you reiterate your offer outside these walls?
Of course. I beg the council's pardon.
Not at all, Your Highness.
Then I think that is all?
Thank you. The Legacy Council is now in recess.
Well, that was a bit of public shaming for Her Highness. Totally unnecessary.
A word, please, deputies.
Sure.
Her Royal Highness asked me to reiterate her offer to accommodate you at the palace residence.
I'm not sure what that is.
A house for plenipotentiaries, emissaries, and other guests of the court.
Awesome.
Sounds nice.
You don't say.
Where is this residence?
In the palace. Ask for Ravensworth, a royal butler. He'll show you. Stay in the light, senior deputies.
I hope this means
You
we
too,
get access
Captain.
to the embassies now as well. Because that'd be a pretty... No, still no access. Well, let's head to find the residence anyway. Seems the mayor wants to talk to us as well. So let's have a little natter with her.
Lady Brightspark, how may we help you?
You could start by not calling me that.
As you wish.
I have a messy business on my desk, and your name's on it.
My name?
It's an inheritance, with a bunch of people contesting the will.
Ah, fun.
Who died?
The Honourable Joan Tannerson.
Oh. I see.
Family?
She was my mentor. A renowned lawyer.
Ooh, backstory.
You're a lawyer.
Do I look like a lawyer?
Well, I wouldn't put it past you.
What is the mess, exactly?
Tannerson left you everything, according to the will. Her children aren't happy, and the notary is very annoying. So please, do something. Anything. Just make them stop harassing me. I have more important things to deal with.
Perhaps I should talk to the children first.
Do whatever you want, as long as it shuts this notary up.
Right. Thank you, my lady.
I guess that means that's the next thing we're going to be doing. And just before we finish up, let's talk to Ravensworth.
Your rooms are ready.
Okay, well, with that bit of exposition, that's probably going to be a good point for us to finish off for the day. I'll just wait to see if there's a cutscene as we arrive, and if not, we'll wrap it up there.
You. I know you.
What?
You were at the embassy. An aide or something?
You're mistaken. I'm a council deputy.
You can't fool me. I never forget a face.
What's going on, friend?
Never mind.
That same week, the Galavan envoy somehow got hold of our plans for the trade treaty.
Stop bothering us. We're guests of the princess.
Hey!
He's a Belmont. Be careful. They're a powerful family in the Snow Alliance.
This isn't over. Now I found you. We'll settle this.
Backstories indeed.
Anything we should know?
Old story.
Look, if this is going to be a problem, we need to fix it. Together.
I agree.
All right, then. I'll need to see someone at the Galavan embassy.
Now, this will give us access to the embassy. But as I said, we're going to be finishing there. So thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Solasta. See you soon.